Okay guys, so today we're doing a setup, and right now I have this just so I can go on my phone and record. So yeah, let's get this done. So pretty much it's not super special. I mean, I have a Corsair Strafe red switch. It's pretty nice. Then I have a Red Dragon Centro Forest, which is just like a really cheap mic, and then the Red Dragon mouse pad, which is also really nice. I would recommend getting both of these. I'll have links to all the shit I have in the description, but these right here are super nice and super cheap. So then I got my PlayStation 4 controller for stuff like Rocket League, GTA, and all the games that let me use controllers on PC. And then you can see I have two 60Hz monitors right here. S231HL is the model number for both of these, and they're actually pretty nice. Like, you can yeah, I don't know. They're like 3 millisecond response time, I believe, and they're pretty nice. I got two of them. Most of the time, I will bring this, and this back and forth to my dad's, and they hold up really well. Like, I have one of these that stays here, and then one that stays at my dad's, and I bring this, my keyboard, mouse pad, this, and then the microphone with me to my dad's. And all of it has held up pretty freaking well. And if you don't know what mic I have, it's the blue Snowball. And I do have a sock on it just because I don't want to buy a pop filter because they are super cheap and I'm a sellout, and I just don't want to, pay for something that I'm probably not going to need, so I just put a sock over it. So it's cheap. And then, I got stuff over there. I get ready for school at this desk, so that's the reason I have all this stuff. Have a hat, got change. Some really, really cheap speakers. I'm not going to even link those because those are honestly shit. So, let's get down to the meat. So, now, down at the PC, we do also have these headphones right here, which most of the time when I'm recording I use earbuds, but these are just super cheap Turtle Beach headphones for PC. So, Z11 Air Force headset. Here we got the PC. We have the Versa H22 case. And then if we take this side off here, which I know I probably shouldn't, don't do this at home. I have a really messy, under part of my desk. I have a Signum, but, these screw mounts, right here, they just fall out, even though I put, drywall mounts in them, and it's stupid as fuck, so I just kind of, yeah, don't worry about that. Messy PC, I built it myself. It is a mess in here, I understand that. I have one, 2 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, and then one 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive. I have obviously a disk reader that I just stripped from an old PC. 16 gigabytes of RAM, really weird ass. I have Ballistics 2140 or 2100 RAM. Got aftermarket CPU cooler, which I needed because I wanted to overclock, and I did overclock. I have 8320e energy efficient one, just so I didn't have to buy a super duper expensive power supply, because the motherboard I have is really shit for record or overclocking. So I was just like, okay, I wanted to get the energy efficient one so it didn't blow up my power supply. And then right here I have the GTX 950, which is the meat. It's really nice. It works for what I do, and eventually I want to upgrade, and I think what I have in my sights is the RX 480, which is actually pretty cheap, and it works pretty well. But since I do record with shadow play oriented stuff on OBS, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna work, but I'll figure it out. So yeah. Alright, so if we go over to my desktop right here, you guys will be able to see that I use OBS, Audacity, and Sony Vegas. Let's bring this over here. I use OBS. I have some pretty good settings. If you want to see my settings, I will probably end up putting it on my tutorial channel. But right here we have output, recording. I use NVENC, which is the shadow play thing I was just talking about. I don't have any custom settings. I use 70,000 bitrate, which I probably shouldn't. There's no need to use that much bitrate, but you still can. So, and then for my preset, I have default, profile high,
beat frames. I don't know what any of the fuck this means. I use 2pass just so I don't know. Okay, I saw these settings and they work, and I've used them ever since I've found them. So videos, I use Lansco's 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, blah blah blah. Hotkeys, yeah. And then Audacity. Most of the time when I edit my microphone, I'll just like record like 4 or 5 seconds at the beginning of my video of just silent audio, so something like this. Hey, what's up guys, Bubs here, and Magic. There you go, I do stuff like that, and then I just take this right here most of the time, because if you look right here, you see there's still a little bit of static or background noise, and I can totally get rid of that by doing noise reduction. Get noise profile, Control A, and then repeat the noise reduction. And then what I do is I have a chain, which basically chains in Audacity make it extremely easy to edit your audio really fast. So I have a normalize, which I have all default settings for all this. Normalize, compressor, equalization, so I have bass boost, treble boost, and then another normalize. Basically what I do is click apply chain, apply to current project, boom. Hey, what's up guys, Bubs here, and Magic. Yeah, there you go. That's basically how I record my videos, and then I just slap it into Sony Vegas. And I will show you the settings that I use. Okay, so I just put in my wallpaper in there, but the settings that I use is I do 1080 obviously, but I use an extremely high bitrate just because YouTube it lowers down it compresses your file's bitrate down to smaller to what YouTube does. Like YouTube, I believe, is 3500 or so for 1080. I don't remember exactly what the numbers were, but I have this all set up to where it's 28 million, which I probably shouldn't do it that high, and it takes a lot of unnecessary time, but I don't really mind taking so long to upload videos. But I do 60 FPS, 1920 by 1080, 4 slices, render using CUDA, which is your graphics card. If you go over to System and then you click Check GPU, CUDA is available. You could also have stuff like QuickSync or OpenCL, and then that tells you what you can use here. Project, I use Best. And yeah, that's pretty much what I use to make my videos. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys have any more recommendations for any videos, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.